Ioana, what are the key takeaways for employers when it comes to communicating expectations related to the types of accommodation we've discussed?
Yes, when it comes to communicating expectations about accommodations, I think the first and really important one is to revise or create policies that deal with accommodation. First is a sick policy or a leave of absence policy. Many employers already maybe have one in place with paid or unpaid sick days, but they should update these policies to account for job protected leaves and how they will in most cases not be permitted to request medical information from an employee wanting to take a COVID-19 related leave if legislation prohibits it. Employers should also make clear that if an employee has any COVID-19 related symptoms, which are quite broad, or came into contact with anyone with COVID-19, they must not attend work for as long as the medical guidelines stipulate and as those guidelines may continue to evolve. In conjunction with updating these policies, employers may want to implement a customized yet broadly applicable weekly or daily self-assessment questionnaire for COVID-19 related factors. This self-assessment questionnaire would include a broad range of risk factors, such as various symptoms related to COVID-19, contact with anyone with symptoms, whether there was travel to, or if an employee attended a public or social gathering that's larger than the maximum currently permitted, and as those guidelines continue to evolve. And along with the self-assessment questionnaire, employers should also implement a declaration where employees would sign to verify the truthfulness of their responses. When it comes to accommodation policies, employers won't necessarily have to update this policy, but they may want to account for various COVID-19 related accommodation requests employees may request, such as for childcare or elder care, as well as the various supports available to employees for mental health. Employers may also want to include guidance around accommodation requests for employees who wish to work from home and the process involved for getting to a reasonable accommodation. From the perspective of legal obligations and communicating procedures, employers should document each accommodation process, as we've been saying today. And as Alex said, documenting the accommodation process is crucial because if employers cannot later provide evidence that they engaged in the accommodation process in good faith, they may be flat-footed when it comes to defending a human rights complaint, which we see quite a bit of in our work. Employers should also customize requests for employees when it comes to accommodation as part of showing a genuine good faith consideration of the employee's circumstances. Third, destigmatizing mental health conditions. I think employers should do this to show awareness of how it may be more likely to occur during these times. And also talking about mental health with employees will help them, but finding a balance to not aggravate mental health conditions for some employees by talking about it too much. Fourth, employers should also provide written communication to employees to understand COVID-19 related supports available to them to help them or preempt various accommodation requests, such as any added mental health supports, any changes to benefit plans, including short-term disability benefit plans. And when it comes to short-term disability, employers may wish to check with their insurers and communicate any changes to the eligibility criteria in relation to COVID-19 and whether any waiting periods may have been waived by the insurer. We've done some research and we've noticed that some insurers, quite a few insurers, have waived their waiting periods. And also any changes to government benefits.